We help with the business plan, the business setup. So right now, if you're in Africa and you want to move abroad, but you don't have the finances to come to Canada, because right now, our Canadian proof of fund requirement, the average is over $60,000.
No way.
For study, yes. You cannot be in this community without a passport. This is for JAPA 101. So what is your name and what's your business name? My name is Dr. Lina Mba. I'm the principal consultant at Zeal Solutions, Canada. How long have you been in business? Well, I've been in business for over 10 years now. What is your business all about? Zeal Solutions is a travel company. We offer immigration services. We help people relocate abroad. We also offer international conferences. We have our leadership tours that encompass touring our better. We have international tours and just mainly travel, helping setting up business internationally, as well as hosting leadership conferences. What's the best way for people to connect with your business? So you can follow us on Instagram. Our handle is at zealsolutions.ca. You can also go to our website, zealsolutions.ca. What is your advice for people who are looking to start a business but is scared to take the leap? Really, just do it. There's no perfect time to start a business. Businesses always come with challenges, so you just have to take that leap of faith and do it.
Thanks, Dr. Lina, for coming and listening during your introduction, and you mentioned that you help people start businesses. I would like you to dive a little deep. What's that all about?
Yeah, and thank you for having me on your show. So basically, if you're outside Canada and you want to start your business inside Canada, we help you. So that's in terms of company registration and documentation. One of the Canadian immigration pathway that we help with is the startup visa. So that pathway is designed for international business people, helping them apply to business incubators so that they can get a letter of support that they can use to apply for their Canadian permanent residence.
Can you enlighten me more? Starting a business outside Canada, and how do you manage it? Is it like a normal business, or maybe you have a company in the country you're coming from and you want to create a branch of that in Canada? I mean, what type of business are we talking about?
There's a very popular supermarket in Nigeria, and we all know brought that supermarket here. He opened a branch, so that was how he was able to attain his permanent residency, by opening up a branch, using the same business model and expanding his business into Canada. Now, if you don't have that capacity, you can just go back to the books and start up a new business. So what we do is we do a consultation, and we kind of get more information from the client, and then we see, okay, this is your strengths, this is your weaknesses. How can we utilize that to develop a business? How can we go around your business plan so that way you can get chosen by the business incubator? Because remember, if you don't get that letter of support, then you might not be able to apply for your permanent residence.
When I met you, I knew you as an immigration consultant, and I didn't know there was other parts to it. And, speaking now, I can actually say some of these things differentiates you and your company from every other immigration company, because, what we tend to see these days is once people migrate to Canada or UK, the next thing they are setting up ring lights, calling themselves, giving immigration advice and all that. So would you say that has made the immigration industry saturated?
Yes. And having those people go online and most of them just put out wrong information. People just put out fear and discouragement. Like what's happening now is people are complaining, you're in Canada or you're in UK. Why are you telling us not to come? if you don't like it, if you're complaining about
why
UK,
you still
go back home, right? So it makes it a little bit complicated. Because now most of those people, they are not even licensed to provide immigration services or even advice. And some of them, they go and take people money and then run away because they don't know what they are doing. People think running an immigration business is easy. It's not. It's one of the hardest businesses that you can run because it involves a lot of trust. And then it involves having that decision come from a third party, which might be beyond your control. So imagine applying for a visa and you're at the mercy of the visa officer. So I think that is one of the challenges that we consultants face, especially now where we see Canadian immigration is kind of like going through that decline.
I wanted to go there. It's actually changing. There was a time, every month there's new update. Every month there is new update. How do people survive this? How do you stay current? How do you, because the information you gave to someone a month ago, if they give you a call back the next month, it's entirely different thing. How do you stay current? How do you cope with those changes that is happening?
We don't have a choice. We just have to. If this is what they are saying, then we just have to follow the rules.
Immigration consultant that once came to my show and she mentioned that if you're licensed in Alberta, it doesn't mean you can work or you can do things for Ontario, right? So are you like licensed for all the province or?
So Quebec has their own separate like immigration processing. So except your license in Quebec, you being licensed with the General College of Immigration Consultants, so that restricts you to other provinces and you're not allowed to practice in Quebec.
Okay, you mentioned you've been in this business for over 10 years. When did you decide to focus on this path in terms of career? I didn't grow up thinking I would be in travel, so I'll be an immigration consultant, right? I came to Canada as a student for engineering. I remember when I finished university, right? And which is the natural thing for students that graduate here. They want to look for jobs and they also want to stay, right, permanently. So when I finished, I was always researching immigration pathways. Okay, what do I do now? What do I do? Because I didn't want to be one of those people that would wait and to the last minute and you're running helter-skelter. So I was very proactive. I was like, okay, I'm done now. I have my 3-year postgraduate work permit. How do I get my PR? So I was always researching. I was always doing it myself. Like, okay, how do I get this from this province, that province? And that was during the time where Trudeau came in. Okay.
Yeah, so we were just kind of like rounding up Stephen Harper's. And so, of course, with Trudeau, that was when Express Entry launched. And it's just new change. So this whole immigration changing thing is not today. It's been ongoing. So most of my friends, they were always calling me. So I was like that go-to person, like, oh, this is what you have to do. Is this how you do it? And sometimes I will even write their draft letter for their employer to sign. So it was like, everyone was like, this better than my lawyer.
Because some of the immigration lawyers, they don't even know what they are doing as well.
One of my friends, she's like, Lina, this better than my lawyer. Are you sure?
I agree,
Are you sure you shouldn't go into? I was like, I was in Fort McMurray.
Were you charging for it at that time?
No,
you were just doing it as a favor. I was so excited
to help my friends. I was like, this is what you got to do because, it was like, they saw that zeal, they saw that passion. They're like, this is what you got to do. Do this, do that, do that. Oh, why is your employer doing this to you? All this. So I was literally that go-to person, right? But I never thought about it like in that, having it as a career or whatever. Like, come on. I was here for the oil money. So
That's why I went for chemical engineering.
I was doing very well in Fort McMurray.
Oh, okay.
So after a while, then when I moved to the city, I moved to Edmonton, and that was when I was like, okay, like I don't know if I want to be in that environment long term. And so I started doing travels on the side. So I had my regular 9 to 5, and then I come back maybe 1 or 2, mainly just with friends and relatives and all that. I would help them and all. And before you know it, even when I worked at an immigration firm, and the owner of the firm was like, "You're really good for someone who is like, you know,
the immigrant as well. Yeah.
You're doing better than people that are practicing this officially."
Okay.
And all that. So he was the one that encouraged me. Like, I think you should really look into this. Get your licensing, get any documents that you want. Because even when I was working for him, before I get to the office, a lot of his clients are asking for me. Like, oh, where's Lena? Where's Lena? Oh, it's Lena I want to speak with. For some reason, they just wanted to speak with me, and they felt like, okay, like I give them some sort of comfort and encouragement. That I've spoken with that cares, right? Then after my first maternity leave, of course, you know how it is here in Canada, juggling and everything. So I'm like, okay, I'll just go independent. But before then, we used to have free Zoom sessions on travels, immigration. So we were able to build that community, right, for people that just wanted to travel. So I still get some messages, right, like, hey, I was at your class 5 years ago, 4 years ago.
Now I'm interested.
Now I'm in UK or now I'm in Finland. Yeah, you know, because I was always coming up and like, hey, fired up and come get your passport ready. If you don't have your passport, you shouldn't be in this group.
That's the basic. That's the main thing.
So a lot of people were able to do it on their own and were able to travel. One of them even messaged me a few weeks ago, like, hey, hi, Dr. Lina. I'm in China. You don't remember me, but I was.
You gave me the ginger.
I've been trying
to think about my life. Wow.
I said, I'm happy. A win is a win.
Yeah,
right?
of course.
So a win is a win. I'm happy for
just
you.
knowing you're part of his journey is actually fulfilling,
very
right?
Fulfilling. I was like, this is divine escape.
You mentioned immigration. Can you differentiate the two, or is it the same?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Immigration focuses more on people that want to come in and stay permanently. Travels, I would say, it's like a general term for people that are moving from one place to the other.
So if I want to go on a vacation with my family, I can reach out to your business.
You can. So that is
I want to understand what the travel is.
In the context of our business?
Yes, in the context of your business.
So what the travel is, right now we have a leadership tour, right? So if you're in Edmonton and you want, right now the leadership tour is just within Alberta. Our next tour will be coming up the end of September, where we'll have a tour bus and all that. So if you want to travel, maybe you don't want to go far away, you don't want to spend too much money, but you want to explore other little cities in Alberta, including Banff and Jasper. It's a day trip, so we're going to leave early in the morning and come back late at night. So you don't have to worry about hotels.
And this itinerary for the travel, you kind of book the sightseeing and everything for them. That makes sense.
Yeah, so we're just trying to expand in a way to accommodate people, like clients locally, because when people hear travel immigration, they always say, oh, just like some people mentioned, it's like, someone told me the other time, like, okay, why did I even go to the BBE trade fair? That I should be going to trade fairs in Nigeria instead. I said, no, there are a lot of people inside Canada.
I've not explored Alberta.
Number one, they've not explored Alberta. Number two, they have, if they are an immigrant, the likelihood that they have someone back home that they want to sponsor abroad is high. So I also had another person that asked me like, okay, I'm PR, but I want to do my citizenship. Do you help with that? I said, yeah, we also do citizenship for people inside Canada. Another person too is PR, but he wants to go to the US.
Oh, okay.
So even if you have your permanent residency here, you need to apply for it to go visit the United States.
Yeah.
I say, yeah, we help with that. We just put your documents together and you book an appointment for you in Calgary, because that's the closest US embassy.
US embassy.
And then you're good to go.
Okay.
So we're not restricted to people back home. There's a lot of service. There are a lot of people that are in Edmonton that want to go to Banff, but they don't want to drive. If you're in Edmonton and you want to visit Banff, you want to visit Jasper, call me.
Yeah. It's funny, right? Because I told you we traveled. We did a road trip from Edmonton to Vermont. We went to Jasper.
Nice.
Then we spent the night at Vermont. Then we went to Kamloops. And I saw lots of travel buses. People are doing it. Saw lots of travel buses. Even when we stopped to look at the lake or river or all the sightseeing and everything we did, you see the travel buses, and I think they will get it cheaper when it comes to booking the Jasper tram and all that. They will get a cheaper discount, or they will get discount because they are coming as a group. So that makes sense. Thanks for sharing. And that kind of sets you apart from maybe every other immigration company, because you're not just solely focused on immigration. You've mentioned workshop, you've mentioned traveling, you've mentioned setting up businesses for people. Good to know. And you're also an author. Can you tell us the name of your book?
One of the books is called Through the Fire.
Oh, okay.
So Through the Fire is a book I wrote after my first postpartum.
Okay.
It's a book of encouragement, right? For those going through challenges, because I was at that point where it's like my first postpartum, just trying to navigate, going through personal challenges, and Through the Fire is from a verse in the book of Isaiah that God will be with you through the fire. It's a book of encouragement. I write books as a means of inspiration
and reflecting on the
exactly, because I love to journal.
Facing,
And then the other book, Succeeding in Business, is a book I co-authored with Brian Tracy.
Okay.
So Succeeding in Business is a book I recommend for everyone in business. Whether you're doing well, you're doing bad, you get to learn strategies and you get to know more. Because one thing about being in business is that you're going to face challenges, right? So it's not about feeling like a failure, or it's not about thinking, oh, I failed in this. Most people might not tell you, but a lot of business people, they fail their way to success.
Of course.
So that book is also a means to encourage people that are in business, that if you have an issue, if you fall, you get up and keep going.
Keep pushing. Thank you. How has juggling multiple businesses and multiple roles been for you? Because, with all we've listed, we only have 8 hours in a day to do or to touch every aspect of these businesses. How do you juggle it all together? And also being a mom and a wife. So, how do you juggle?
I think everything's about priority.
Okay.
So when I started, I was single with no kids. So, of course, it was easier to call, maybe speak to people, offer free consultation,
of course,
have a seminar every week, free seminars. Just even content is easier for you to go out there and do content. But when you start having responsibilities, it is everything. You just have to prioritize, right?
Yeah.
Everything is all about priority, and your home should always come first, right? Your kids should always come first, because you only have them for a certain period of time. With that being said, that doesn't mean, I neglect my business. No, you still see me around at trade fairs, but having those free info sessions has reduced. Yeah. But we're still trying to pick up, right? And not because of the kids aspect too, but Canadian immigration has declined.
Yeah.
So I'm not a fan of promoting something if Canadian immigration picks up, then I just work my way around it. Maybe I might have that info session during the week while the kids are at daycare.
And I noticed you also do not just Canada, but every other country.
Oh,
right?
yes.
So which country is booming now?
because at the end of the day, business, must
continue.
Go on.
Yeah.
Business must go
so
on.
You still
we
do
have
your
to pay
research.
our staff, we have to pay offices. Yeah. We have to, move,
Keep
right?
Going.
So right now, if you're in that category where, okay, you don't want to pay
a lot of money
in tuition and all that, then there are countries in Europe that are great. Their economy is doing just fine. We have countries like Malta, countries like Austria. Austria is close to Germany. Then we also have Germany too. So with Germany, the tuition fee is almost zero, but you have to pay. You have to have a block fund that's putting money into their own account there for your living expenses throughout the year. So that's about 12 to 13,000 euros. But there are still some other countries that you don't really need to pay much in tuition. Austria, I've seen schools that offer tuition as low as 300 euros. Yeah, in Austria. So, of course, these schools are highly competitive. And then Luxembourg as well. We've seen schools that their tuition is less than 1,000 euros.
Oh, wow.
So we do our research, we reach out to those schools, and we look for ways to help people because at the end of the day, our goal is to help people travel, relocate, whatever, right? So we want to be in their story. We want to do our best to ensure that they get to their
destination. So the last founder that came here, he's a co-founder of Atadel. So, towards the end, I usually ask, what question do you want me to ask the next founder who is coming? You don't know the founder. So he said he wants to know how the next founder do their marketing, because one of their biggest challenges is marketing. How do you do your marketing, and what strategies are you using to market your company?
The best marketing when it comes to travel is your old clients.
Oh, referrals,
because travel business is a business of trust, because they have a lot of scams. In fact, I had to stop my Instagram marketing because
people are just reaching out. It's not your
questions. Just a bunch of questions and all that. So that's why we are very big on customer service. So even if you don't get your desired outcome, we still try to work things out with you and just maintain a peaceful relationship, because we want you to refer us. The good thing is we still get referrals even for people that didn't get their desired outcome, right? It's like, okay, they handle this very professionally, right?
So referral works for Zeal Solutions.
Referral, it's a referral-based business, so we always have to make sure we're avoiding issues and avoiding liabilities as well. Yeah.
Can you enlighten us more on how the workshop works, in case we have someone who is interested in coming for your workshop in Canada?
Okay, so we have our leadership workshops, and we also have leadership conferences. So with the workshop, it's quite intense, where we go through leadership principles, and we do some class theories or whatever, just so that person can really learn about what the topic is. If you want to come for a workshop, we help with invitation letters.
Oh, okay.
So for the workshop or for the conferences, we'll give you an invitation letter.
So they should reach out to you first via Zeal Solutions?
Yes, so if they want to come, then, and again, we have different partners.
Okay.
There's a big event coming up in October where Vusi Tembakwayo will be live in Edmonton. So we are offering the invitation letters via partnership as well. So we have the other organizations that
we partner with
for invitation letters and all. So that invitation letter is what they would use alongside with other documents, obviously, to apply for their visitor's visa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And what haven't I asked you that you think the audience will want to know about you or your business?
So we have our offices in Edmonton, Lagos, and Abuja. We also have a support group for travel agents. So if anyone reach out to me and I'll add you to the group. A quick disclaimer, do not do any business in that group. The group is strictly for emotional support and sharing information, right? We also try to mentor people that want to start a travel business.
Okay, so what questions should I ask, the next founder that is coming that you would like to, without you knowing who they are? What do you think I should ask them that you would like to? How did they overcome discouragement? Oh, okay, great. Yeah. And lastly, I usually do like a founder spotlight. Is there a founder that you think would love to see, chat and talk about their business? You would like me to invite?
You can invite Rihanna.
What's the business?
When African Women Talk.
When African Women. I'll reach out to you via Instagram and also tag Lena in the Instagram. Thank you so much for coming. So keep watching Founders Outlook. You can listen to us on podcast, Amazon Podcast, Apple Podcast as well, and also on YouTube. Thank you. Have a great day.